Hello friends. So in the last video I have talked about how to create external client app in Salesforce, and in this video I am going to talk about how to enable an external client app which is already disabled. And after enabling that external client app, then we can just generate the consumer key and secret, and based on that consumer secret and key we can fetch the access token from the Salesforce org using Postman, and I'll be using that access token as a authorization header to get Salesforce record. So let me just I have already created two external clients app which are disabled currently. Let me just enable any of them. Let me just enable the first one. So on clicking on this drop down, we can see this enable option. So on clicking on this enable, so we can see this pop up after you enable first ECA, any integration that use it will start working again. You can disable the app at any time, right? So we can see this app is now enabled. So I'll just click on this external client app, and I'll just go to simply the settings tab, and under this OAuth settings we can find this consumer key and consumer secret section, right? So I'll just click on it, and one time verification code will be sent out to my email. So after providing the email verification code, then only we can see the consumer key and the consumer secret, right? So now we can see this consumer key and consumer secret. So now I'll just go to the Postman, and before that let me just go to the my domain to get the my domain base URL, right? My domain URL. So let me just copy this one. So this should be ending with my.salesforce.com, right? So on going to the Postman, so I'll just click on this new button. So I'll just click on this HTTP request, and in the method we'll just select this post method, and in here we just have to provide our first one is the our base URL. This is the my domain URL, then slash, then we have to provide the services slash OAuth slash token. So services slash OAuth 2, then slash token, then question mark, then client type should be client credentials equals to client credentials. And what are the client credentials? We'll be using client ID, that is the consumer key, client underscore ID equals to, then ampersand again, then client secret, which is nothing but the consumer secret, client secret equals to, right? Now we have to just provide the client ID and client secret. So I'll just go to this URL again. So I'll just copy this consumer key, and in here in the client ID I'll just paste the consumer key here, and I'll just copy this consumer secret. So I'll just go to the Postman again, and the client secret I'll just provide the consumer secret, right? So after providing this value, we are just good to go. So I'll just hit on this send button, and we can see that this is 200 OK status code, and we are getting this access token as well, right? And the token type is bearer. So I'll just copy this access token simply, and I'll just create a new request again to get the records from Salesforce. And in the authorization we'll be using this token as bearer token, since the token type is bearer. And in the token, let me just paste this access token that we got from the previous post request, right? And in the get URL, we in the request URL we just have to provide the my domain URL again, https, then let me just paste the my domain URL, this is one, and then slash services slash data, then version, API version, let me just provide v64.0, then query slash question mark q equals to, and in here we just need to mention the simply the SQL. So select ID, status, priority from cases where, okay, let me just provide order by created date descending, right? So we want to fetch those cases which are newly created, and we want to set the limit as well. Like let me just set the limit to 5. We want to get the 5 case records, and we will be getting these fields values from the cases. Let me add the origin as well, and let me just click on send. So there are some issues. Okay, there should be double slash, that's why I'm getting the error. So after fixing this request URL, we can just send our request again, and we can see the list of records is now available, right? And we can find this IDs, status, priority, origin as well. So these many case records we are getting. So let me just update the value to include the subject line as well for the case. And we are getting the subjects as well. So this is how we can just simply use the Postman to use the client credentials to send a request in Salesforce using the client credentials, and we can fetch the access token so that we can use this access token in our get request as a authorization token type as a bearer token, right? So this is how we can simply use the external client app to integrate third-party systems. So whenever in our projects, like we have to create this external client app, and in that case we need to we need to provide this consumer key and secret for these external client applications to the third party system, third party team, so that they can configure in their app settings accordingly, so that they connect with Salesforce, right? So this is how we can just configure our external client app in Salesforce and use the Postman to get uh, to get the records directly from the Salesforce org. So that's all for today's demo. I'll be adding more tutorials on Salesforce, Data Cloud, and Omni Studio topics. So thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please do like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel.